Venus going into Libra. And this is a transit that I'm very excited about. And if you've got a strong Libra, you should be too. If you've got a sun, Libra sun, if you're a Libra sun, or you're a Libra moon, or you're a Libra rising, or you contain a lot of strong planets in Libra, maybe you contain a stellium, you've got a number of planets in Libra, this transit's going to bring you some transformation. So you should be aware of it and you should be excited about it. And the reason that I'm so excited about it is because I know a lot of Libras have had a tough time. When Mars was transiting through Libra on the 7th of August and through in the summer, people were going through some challenges, and they would have been, depending on their chart, as Mars transits through, depending on the individual, through Libra, and it would have been trining with Pluto and Uranus, bringing a lot of challenges, personal challenges and transformation to people, but in maybe a more plutonic, challenging way. Some people could have experienced some death, probably. Some people could have experienced some issues with maybe the plot line of their life changing around, lots of quick changes in their life that were quite erratic throughout the period that Mars was in there. And as individuals, you probably just had to soldier on and get through it, and do it in a very Martian style way, like the warriors we are, right? Because we all contain Mars, okay? So we've all got this energy within us. But after we've got through that tough time, and depending on the individuals, how you experienced it more, we now have Venus going into its own domicile, where it's going to be a lot more comfortable, and it's going to be able to transmit its energy to all of us in a more Venetian style. And hopefully we will experience its good fortune and its beauty throughout our experiences of life. But why it's so special, especially for people with strong Libra planets, is because it's going to be trining Pluto by degree when it goes into Libra. So it will come in at 1 degree, and it will be trining 1 degree to Pluto, and it will also be aspecting and trining Uranus, making a grand air trine by degree. So we will expect some shifts, big shifts around us. And this will not just be for the individuals, this will be for the collective. And we've got to look at these signs of what they signify. So if we think about Libra, its significations are relationships, perhaps the collective. And if we think of the significations of Venus, we think of beauty, prosperity, good fortune. We think of the Venetian qualities, maybe art, maybe creativity. Then it's going to be trining Pluto in Aquarius, which is the intellect, the mind, technology. And these are the kind of things that we're going to see manifesting as it goes through Libra. Venus will be leaving Libra on the 6th of November. So for quite some time, it's going to be in Libra. Even when the sun moves into Scorpio, Venus is still going to be there. So we can expect some big shifts, right? And it's in its own sign, so it's comfortable there. So it can do its work and it can manifest for us these great energy shifts that it's here to do for the collective. And as it trines Pluto in Aquarius, the sign of technology, the sign of innovation, the sign of invention, we can expect some transformations in our world around us that have already started taking place. And I feel the initiation would have started occurring when Mars came into the sign, and that was trining. And now, followed by Venus, what it's doing is it's beautifying these aspects that we have, that we're seeing today manifesting in technology, such as all the new AI functions that we have going into the collective, ChatGPT, and all the different functions of AI on Google that we see everywhere. Technology is rapidly improving and increasing and becoming part of our all day-to-day lives as a collective. And Venus is there beautifying it, selling it to us, basically. This is my interpretation of the transit and how I see the chart manifesting, and the energy is manifesting to us as a collective. And then it's going to be trining Uranus. Depending on the individual chart, it will affect people differently, but as a collective, Uranus is in Gemini, which is communication, which is the mind, which is Gemini is swift changes, right? And I mean, so is Uranus. So we can expect things around us to start changing like this in ways that we have never experienced before. We can expect transformations that we could only imagine perhaps as young children or as young people or previously in our generation. We're probably going to get a lot of wow, how is that possible? We're going to be seeing things we've never seen before with these planets moving. And this is all part of a big energy shift to the collective that we're going to start seeing more of in 2026, when I've seen a collective of many planets that are going to be going into Aquarius. And that's part of another energy shift that we're going to be experiencing as a collective with technology. But right now, I think everyone should just enjoy this transit and just be aware of what's manifesting, because this trine that it's creating is an initiation of big transformations in people's lives and big transformations in the collective, as the way we see technology, as the way we do our day-to-day activities, but also in the longevity, the platform of our life, also what we invest in. It's going to be intense, right? Because Pluto's there, and Pluto brings intensity, right? But with its intensity, it's going to happen quickly because we've got Uranus, yeah? So I think we should be aware of it, we should embrace it, and we should enjoy it.